and then you go to the quick selection tool. The shortcut for the quick selection tool is W. Yeah, so you just have to select it. And now if the brush size is so small, you have to adjust the size of the brush, or in other terms, the cursor. You can adjust the cursor by using the shortcut square bracket. The shortcut is being shown on the screen, or you can go to the control panel and then you click and then adjust the size. So you can adjust, or you must adjust the size based on the size of the subject in the document. So I think 80 would be appropriate. 80 pixels would be appropriate for this image. And then you make sure you leave the mode on add to selection. That is, you must have a plus sign inside the circle. So let me send it back to 80 pixels. Good. So you just have to click and drag it inside the subject. You can just drag it down and then Photoshop would automatically select its environment for you. All right, so the selection is not perfect. So you just have to adjust the size, adjust it and let it be small so that the cursor will fall within the subject. And then you continue to click and drag. You can sometimes just click once. So let me zoom into the ear, reduce the size. So I need to move around the edges and then make the selection a little bit accurate. So there's a space between the edge of the head and the background. Therefore, I need to remove this selection. I would have to change the mode to subtract from selection. The shortcut for this mode, subtract for selection, is Alt. ALT. So you just have to hold the Alt on your keyboard and then the mode will change. Now let me move down. This ear has not been selected, so you just have to leave it on the add to selection to add to it. And then the beard, I need to remove this part, so I will hold Alt and then do the clicking. So this beard is needed, so I'll just click it. Now let me move on to the right side. So I need to observe all the edges. Observe all the edges, and then you either add or you subtract. I will have to add to selection from this side. I need to subtract selection from this small space. Therefore, I would hold Alt. Subtract from selection. So let me pan. I am panning. If you want to pan, that is move your document like this, you have to hold the backspace and then you click and drag it. Add. Okay. Yes, so this space is needed to be subtracted. So I would increase the size of the brush, and then you can either go to the control panel or you hold Alt. So I prefer using the shortcut. Therefore, I'll just hold Alt. And this side needs to be added to the selection. So I'll zoom out, pan, come down to this side. I'm zooming out. Yes. This side needs to be subtracted. I would increase the size of the brush. I would hold Alt and then subtract it from the selection. Subtract this side from the selection. That was a mistake. I need to hold Alt and then subtract this side. Good. Now this space is so small, therefore the cursor size needs to be reduced. Subtract from selection. Subtract from selection for the hand edge, and then the space between the hand and the torso. So I would have to subtract, undo, hold Alt and then subtract it. This side needs to be added, so I'll just add it. Good. So I think that is all for creating the selection. Now the next step is to just go to the layers panel and then you click on add layer mask. When you click it, the background will go off. Now the next step is to add a very nice background to the image. You can do that by going to file and then you click on open, or you go to place embedded. Yes, because we want the background to fall on this image. When you click on open, it would open in a new window. So you go to place embedded, you look for the background. I placed it in the desktop, so you just select it and then you click place. Yes, the background will come in the transform mode, therefore you have to increase the size and then you commit it. You just have to drag its layer below the man's layer, and then that is all. You have changed the background of an image. Yes. Now it's so the background is so distracting, therefore let's add a little effect to it. So you can add an effect to the background by just blurring it. Therefore you just have to go to filter, then you go to blur, and then go to Gaussian blur. Good. So you can reduce the blur to about, okay, you can make it just 10 pixels. I think it's enough. Just click OK, and then you save it. You go to file, save as, you select the destination first, you name it, and then you change the format to JPEG. That is the first JPEG that shows in the format, and then you click save. Yes, you just replace it. All right, I don't want to replace it, therefore I just have to give it a name. And then you click OK. You make sure the quality is high, maximum is at maximum, and then you click OK. That is all.